gosh, I love this production. Marguerite is one of my favorite roles, and in San Francisco, I got to sing it a few times before this 2013 performance that you're about to see and hear. I'm often asked about launching moments in my career. My first real performance of this production was one of those moments. As an Adler Fellow, I was the cover for Gabriela Banachkova, who was suddenly ailing. I was called to the stage, no time for wigs or makeup, put on my rehearsal skirt, I had a white turtleneck on, and went on to perform in front of a full audience. It was such an enthusiastic response and experience. I, in fact, got my management that night. And as a young Adler Fellow, that's a very important event. So that was an incredibly special and nostalgic memory.
It was the first time I worked with Michael Levine. It was, in a way, really my first big, proper professional show. And it's wonderful that this show is still with us. Mephistopheles is unlike any other opera. It's the only really full attempt to put Goethe's Faust into operatic terms, dealing with parts 1 and parts 2. It's a vast landscape of good and evil. It's joyous, it's irreverent, it's sexy, it's funny. It has to be seen.
It is one of my favorite productions I've ever worked on because we've got everything. We've got stilters, we've got singers, we've got massive chorus, children, dancers, puppets. What's not to love?
It is the finale of Mephistopheles that gave me a renewed understanding of the impact of live performance on a cellular level. One of the most precious memories of my career was being on stage in that moment, feeling the tears rolling down my face as I'm absorbing all of these frequencies. And I will take that with me for the rest of my life.
My favorite memories of this Mephistopheles, the work that I have done with our amazing orchestra and chorus of San Francisco Opera. I still remember the sound and colors they were able to produce, and fortunately we have the DVD that can show the entire world that what I'm saying is just the truth.
The most memorable thing about reviving this Mephistopheles was bringing it back to life from near ruin. The production had been stored in Italy for over 25 years and was in disastrous shape. Our scene shop and our prop department had to restore shattered cherub statues and repair mountains of scenery that was broken to pieces. We had to rebuild and repaint all the soft goods, the drops and ground cloths. We started from scratch on the floats and puppets for the street scene, and you can see the results of all of this work. This show really was a phoenix risen from the ashes of the past.
The 2013 production of Mephistopheles was my 36th season in the orchestra, and the excitement that Maestro NICOLA LUISOTTI brought, along with Adam Luftman, principal trumpet, Kevin Rivard, principal horn, and brand new principal trombone Sam Schlosser, brought such excitement to the brass section of the orchestra that long resonates in my memory.
When we first performed this production of Mephistopheles, our audiences were awestruck. The production is a visual feast for the eyes and the perfect match for the powerful and passionate music which really showcases the San Francisco Opera Orchestra and Chorus. I have supered in a number of operas over the years, but when the casting folks said, "Hey Valentina, do you want to be a prostitute in the Easter parade scene in Mephistopheles?" And I thought, Easter parade and prostitute? Oh, right. Yes, please, I want to do that. And it was the most fun I have had on that stage.
I just remember being so excited for the audience and what they were about to experience and the ride that they were about to go on.
Remembering Mephistopheles in 2013, I was pregnant. It was a great show. The music, sublime and grand, especially for the chorus, which is featured all throughout. And the costumes were outrageous and risque, and we danced and had a really wonderful time. It was an amazing production to be a part of.
One or two favorite beloved memories, but one of them, of course, is the end, the spectacle, which is the chorus singing at the end, and to be on stage with all of those vibrating, tuning forks of bodies as a dancer was an incredible experience.
My favorite memory of Mephistopheles is running for my life, as I almost got run over by 110 people running up stage for a 2-minute quick change. Yes, we changed 110 costumes in 2 minutes during a point in this production, and I got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
My favorite memory of Mephistopheles was the tech and rehearsal process of flying Faust. There was a lot of detail and time and energy that actually went into this one moment in the show. Watching that come together with all the other elements was a real treat given the grand scale of it, to know that every little small detail mattered.
When we premiered this production in 1989, I was a 10-year-old member of the San Francisco Boys Chorus and performed as a cherub in the prologue and epilogue. As the prologue came to a close with glorious harmonies, the lights went out, the curtain came down, and the audience erupted in thunderous applause. It still gives me chills.
Boito's Mephistopheles is one of the most ambitious operas in one of the most successful productions ever. Great conducting, great colleagues. Only we need you to sit down and enjoy it. Thank you.